How do kites fly? Do you know this? Let's learn more about the kite flying system. If you've ever flown a kite, you know that it's not easy the first time around. In fact, even after some practice, it takes a great deal of skill to keep a kite airborne in changing wind patterns, let alone perform maneuvers like rapid climbs, quick dives, and cutting. Anything that flies in the air with the hope of staying airborne experiences a host of physical forces, including aerodynamic lift, drag, weight, and thrust. For an object to stay airborne, it must maintain a neat balance between these forces. They work on everything in the same way, regardless of its size, from a gigantic jet to something as small and light as a kite. Just like rockets and aeroplanes, there are different phases to flying a kite. These different stages are release, launch, climb, and cruise. To get the kite airborne, you first need to provide it with enough lift to counteract its own weight. Although there are numerous physical factors that affect the amount of lift produced in a kite, the principal contributor is the velocity of air passing by the kite. The design of kites helps in this. They are made of a light yet rigid material and have minimal accessories aside from simple crossed poles. The shape of kites is also streamlined to help them split the oncoming air. After telling your friend to hold the kite in the direction of the wind, you will give the kite some initial velocity, and then all you need to do is give the kite a tug to lift it in the air. On non-windy days, your friend may have to move backwards to get the kite flying. Running with the kite also creates an apparent wind that pushes the kite up. However, once released, you don't need to keep running to impart velocity to the kite, as the velocity of the wind usually increases with increasing altitude. Once the kite has been successfully launched, it will climb into the sky with the help of well-timed, skilled tugs of the string before cruising along at a general altitude. For a kite to cruise, all the forces and torque acting on it should be balanced. If that balance is disturbed in any way, the kite will start moving, swooshing, or dipping until the forces are rebalanced. For example, when you pull the control string, the velocity of the kite increases slightly, which boosts the lift, making the kite climb. Similarly, when you let go of that string, the kite loses altitude due to the increased weight of the string and dips until it's pulled back up. Flying a kite can be really fun, but it cannot be said that the skill of flying kites is easy to master. However, some knowledge of the physics involved in flying a kite will definitely give you an edge while practicing your hand at this pleasant pastime.